Thanks again for tuning into yet another video. Infamous coming at you live from the West Coast yet again, San Jose, California. So we're just out and about, just got off of work. Daylight saving times is upon us once again. I never understand, is it daylight saving time when you spring forward or when you fall back? I still don't, I'm not 100% sure which is the proper way, but man, I really love having this extra hour of sunlight. I can now motovlog. That's one of the reasons why I don't motovlog in winter. It's because it's dark at 6 o'clock. It's dark at 4 here in California. I'd say maybe 4:35-ish. That's typically when the sun goes down, and you know, the GoPro's low light capabilities, it's not that great. I was watching I was seeing what is it, what's that new one? I can't remember what it was. I think it's a 360 camera, but it's the one with the Leica lens. So I think the one with the Leica lens has better low light capabilities. It's probably just because of the sensor, but I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's the manual settings that I have on my camera that prevents it, but I'm pretty sure it's auto ISO, so it should get some decent footage because it also has a larger image sensor. So anyways, enough with the nerd stuff. Just want to, I guess, share a milestone. It's been 100 days since I've had an ounce of alcohol, which is, you know, surprising, I guess. I've been drinking for a long time, and there was a good amount of time, or I'd say there was a session where I was abusing it like 7 days a week for, I'd say, maybe 3 or 4 years. I'd say probably 3 to 4 years, maybe 7 days a week, spending a ton of money on this piss. You know, that's what I'm gonna call it. It's piss, all right? That's what my mom always called it too, because you drink it and then of course you pee it out almost instantly. So it was just a waste of money. And you know, health wise, and of course my hobby and all this other stuff, I just decided to kind of give it up, and I took it, you know, one step at a time. In case you're out there and you're struggling with this stuff, you know, you're battling some demons, and I'm not good with this stuff, right? I'm not good at this sort of talk or anything like that. I'm not good at this at all. All right. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, you know, people care about you, all right? You know, family. There's family out there that cares about you. There's people out there that, you know, that love you, and you know, it's just whatever you're going through, you don't have to do it by yourself. You don't have to do it alone. You know, you gotta open up. You gotta talk to people. So it was just, you know, I was getting to a point where my body, you know, it was just, I'm getting older. All right, I'm 38 years old, and I was drinking like I was in my early 20s. And you guys know I have a kid now. He's going to be 3 in May. You know, I ended up slowing down on the booze, but I haven't completely given it up, and just the health stuff started mounting up against me, and of course my diet's not the best. I love caffeine. I'm addicted to caffeine, and caffeine and alcohol just doesn't mix. And then when you throw in energy drinks, it really messes you up big time. So it came down to just that, my health, and just, you know, the money, because of like the habit that I built up of consuming alcohol on a daily basis, and just, you know, buying it at my local liquor store, buying it at 7-Eleven because it was cold and it was convenient for me to get it. You know, I didn't have to go to the grocery store, wait in line or anything like that. And you know, and then especially at the grocery store, you can't use a self-checkout if you're in California. you can't use the self-checkout to purchase alcohol. So, you know, because of course alcohol at 7-Eleven and alcohol at the grocery store, it's about, you know, 30% difference. So it was just that, it was mounting up. 30 bucks a day, 7 days a week. You guys can do the math, that stuff adds up, and it was just costing me a lot of money. And you know, having the bikes, building them out, and, you know, buying parts and all this other stuff, yeah, I mean, you know, trying to keep up both vices, it's very difficult when you're not a millionaire, when you're not making 6 figures a year. You can't you know, you can't have all of these vices, especially in California. It's just it's crazy expensive. Cigarettes out here, you're looking at $7 a pack. I know some of you guys out there outside of California, you guys are paying like $4 or $3 a pack of cigarettes. So it's crazy expensive out here, guys. And like I mentioned, the way the way I saw it is, you know, for my family, and to kind of keep on, you know, building out the bikes, and I've been looking at bikes non-stop on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm just kind of like, you know, I was just kind of like, something has to give. It's either the alcohol, my body, or this hobby that I enjoy quite a bit. So owning a bike, it's very expensive, guys. If you guys don't, most of you guys do, you guys are gonna know. All right, there's a few memes out there going around where if you want your kids off of drugs, introduce them to the passion of owning a motorcycle. They won't be able to afford you know, any of those illegal substances. So anyways, just take it one day at a time. You know, set achievable goals. That's what I did. I was just kind of just told myself, hey, can I make it this week without, you know, without this routine of buying alcohol? Can I do this 1 week? So you set yourself achievable goals, and that's what I did. And next thing you know, I'm you know, next after the first month, after the first month, I kind of, you know, I just stopped keeping track. And I recently just kind of like looked into it. I was just wondering, hey, how long has it been since I've had my last drop off of alcohol? And it's been 100 days. So you just do that, you know. You set yourself a goal of 30 days, and then you double that, and you set yourself a goal of 60 days, and eventually you're gonna get to a point where you don't have that what's it called, that habit, or that man, what am I, there's a word I'm looking for, I can't really find it, but what is it, man? I can't it doesn't come to mind, but it's that urgency to drink. Anyways, enough rambling, guys. Just wanted to share something personal, and just kind of I think this affects a lot of folks, right? This affects, you know, it's everybody. There's women, there's men, everybody's affected. Everybody has a vice. I get it. But, you know, just seeing what this stuff does to you, and I think, you know, those are the benefits of not having those hangovers every day, and not having that feeling of just feeling ill, and then, you know, feeling dehydrated. And like I said, mixing the alcohol, mixing the caffeine, and then the energy drinks, that, you know, that stuff really put me down about 2 or 3 times, and it was like bad, because I was just so dehydrated. It was an absolute mess. And then having that feeling, that, you know, being dehydrated and missing out on a whole day of being productive, that was pretty much that was my final line right there, because I you know, I only had a few days off. I had a limited, I mean, this was during when I was working, you know, 60 hours a week. I had 1 day off, and then I would spend that night just drinking all night. And then I would spend the whole day, my day off, recovering from, you know, from the alcohol, and I would get over it around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and by then I've already missed my, you know, I've already thrown away my whole day off. And that was pretty much it. I would say that was it. You know, that was the straw that broke the camel's back was that. And of course all the money. Once you start calculating how much money you're spending on booze, you start to realize, hey man, I could really do something with this $700 to $800 a month that I'm just throwing away. I could really do something with it. And yeah, that was it. You know, so I'm more productive. I have my days off again. I wake up at 6 in the morning and I'm productive throughout the whole day. You guys can see, you know, the paint job, the builds that I've been doing, you know, my helmet. I don't know if you guys have been, you know, seeing. All this stuff takes time, and you just can't do it while you're on booze and recovering from booze and being dehydrated and all that other stuff. And like I said, on top of that, it's your health. You only have one body, that's it. You only have one body, and you gotta take care of it. You gotta take care of it. You know, I'd say out of the last, man, what is it, 20 years of just abusing myself, I don't know. I just, you know, it's money wasted, time wasted, of course, and I'm just so much happier now. So much happier, you know, being alcohol free, or whatever you call it. What's the proper term? Like I said, I really don't know, or I'm really bad at this stuff. But man, if you're out there and you want to get clean and you want to get over this stuff, you absolutely can. You could 100 do it. You just got to set achievable goals. Communicate with loved ones, with friends, co-workers. You know, there's people out there that care about you. I care about you. I care about you. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching yet another video. Thanks for being a part of the community. And hey, thanks for celebrating this milestone with me. 100 days, alcohol-free, life's a risk. Get out there and ride. Later.